Go.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Johnny Kaz. Today we're going to make a fish po' boy. We're going to start out with a codfish. Actually, we use in this recipe you can use any type of fish, any kind of white fish and all that. But this I like cod, and we're using this prior to about 30 minutes prior to making this. You want to I added a little kosher salt on there to actually bleed it to dry it out, and it'll be ready to put it through the batter. Okay, now we're going to start out with the batter here. It's a really simple batter with a little bit less than a half a cup of corn flour, and then we're going to do half a cup of regular flour. Okay, and then we're going to do baking powder, and baking powder we're going to actually put a half of a teaspoon of baking powder in this. So about half a teaspoon, okay? All right, and then 1 egg. As you see, I kind of whipped it up a little bit. And we're gonna mix it up there, there we go. And then some Cajun seasoning. I'm gonna put a 1/4 teaspoon of Cajun seasoning in this, okay? Just to give it a little kick. Approximately that, yeah, there you go, okay. And then we're going to take a stout beer. I have a little bit over a cup, but we won't use it all. We're going to add this to this, and we're going to add a little bit. We'll take about maybe a half a cup, sort of like that, to start out with, see how it works, okay? And just going to have to whisk this up. You just got to whisk it up. Make sure you get all the lumps out of it, and it's got to be kind of like consistency, like honey. And dripping off a spoon will show you how that works. Up really good. Make sure you get all the lumps and everything out of it. That's the main important thing in there. That's good exercise, man. Do both hands. Your exercise. There we go. Get it balance on there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a spoon and we're going to see how the consistency is. And that looks pretty good right there. It's a little bit thinner, but it'll work. Then I was going to actually make it, but you know that's going to be good, you know. And we're going to start over here. We got my oil cooking. Okay, we're going to take this batter now we have it or made up, and to test it out and see if the oil is hot enough, I'm just going to drip a few little things. Oh, that's beautiful. See, I dripped it in there, and you see it sizzling out there. If it's not, then you got to make sure your oil is heated up a little bit more. And also, if you have a little thermometer, I don't know if anybody has, if it goes up to over 350, this would be about 350, 375, it's perfect, okay? So, and I also, earlier when I mentioned I used, I said corn flour, well this is actually I used corn meal, so you want to make sure you put corn meal, not corn flour in this, okay? And we're going to go ahead and dip this fish in here. I'm going to let it drip off a little bit. I'm going to put that in there. There we go, it's beautiful. Another one in there. And drip it off. There we go. Okay. Oops. Now turn that down just a little bit. It looks like it's really hot there. And it depends on the thickness of the fish. Some of these are a little bit thicker, parts are a little bit thinner. It's going to take about a minute and a half to cook this fish. This one is pretty hot, so you also got a this a little too. Okay. I'm going to flip this fish over. So the fish can be flipped over a little bit. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah. We do have a little splash guard here to keep this off here. My little plate over here. As you see, you got the temperature up. It's cooking pretty fast over here. Okay, it looks like it's ready. It doesn't take too long. I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to both sides are good golden brown. That's what you want. And we're going to put this on a plate. And you can Let it sit here for a while. It's beautiful. Look at that. All right. Okay. In the meanwhile, we'll let this set over here, and we're going to start on my remoulade. And then right here is a cup of mayonnaise. All right. And we're actually going to put in 1 dill pickle. And we're going to slice this up, kind of dice it. We're going to make it kind of chunky because, you know, chunky's good. And I'll show you this slice over here. And this is a kosher dill. I like the kosher dills because they're actually a little crunchiness. They're crunchier and they're a little, you know, kind of crunchy inside of my remoulade. Put this over here. Okay, I'm gonna mix that in there. Then we're gonna take a little bit of parsley. This is Italian parsley. I like Italian parsley. I prefer this regular parsley. It just has more flavor to it. Just a little bit of this up over here. Okay, here we go. Put this inside. All right, now we're actually going to put a little bit of Cajun seasoning. Okay, we'll put about maybe about a 1/4 teaspoon or something in there. That'll be good around that. Okay, now we're going to actually add a little bit of dry dill and approximately about 1/4 teaspoon. There you go, something like that. And then we're going to have some capers. I'm going to throw some of those in there. And capers will give it a wonderful flavor. And yeah, about that much in there. Like maybe a tablespoon, a little bit more in there. Okay, now add in a little bit of lemon. I'm going to cut this in half. Squeeze some lemon juice. Half a lemon is good. Make sure there's no seeds in there. You don't want to have a seed in there. Okay, now we're going to mix this up. Okay, we're going to actually make our po' boys. Together here, wipe the table off here, my cutting board. Come over here, bring the fish. Looks so good. We got some nice little rows cut open here. We're gonna actually put on remoulade. Just spread it on there. A nice spread. Oh yeah, looks good. Oh yeah. Okay. And then we'll put a nice fish on there. About that right there. And then we're going to put some lettuce and tomatoes on there. There we go. Sliced tomatoes. We'll go ahead and put these on this side. About 3 of those. A little bit of lettuce, shredded. And put the sandwich right here. And I'm going to cut it in half. Go. This is our fish po' boy. And now I'm gonna try the look of the fish in there. I gotta try this thing. Alright. That is incredible. That is very good. Well, I hope you like this episode. This is the end of another episode of Cooking with Johnny Kaz, and please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.